guys, it's Fee. So I am here to do VlogTober Day 8. And our prompt is, what do you miss about summer? Well, here you go. This should be a pretty good idea of what I miss about summer. I miss riding my Harley. I hate seeing it in the garage for so many months, collecting dust, because I live in the Chicago area. And I'd say a good 6 months out of the year, it is way too cold to ride. Some people are able to ride more than the other 6 months out of the year, but not me, because as we've already established in the past, Fee doesn't do cold. I've pretty much got a rule where if it's not 60 degrees by the time I need to leave my house, I'm not riding, because when you're on a bike, the wind in your face and on your body makes it feel about at least 15 degrees colder than what it really is. I might even venture to say 20 degrees. So, yeah. There are times of the year, like now actually, when the high of the day isn't bad. It's like in the mid-70s, but when I leave in the morning, it's like 57 degrees. There is no way I'm riding in that. There are some riders that are better than I am when it comes to cold weather, but I can't do it. So that's what I miss about summer. I would say right around March is when I will start biting at the nail to get a ride in. And that generally doesn't happen until sometimes end of April, if I'm really lucky, but normally May, because of the problem that I just described. I need the mornings to be decently warm for me to be able to ride to work. Or, of course, if there is a good weekend day, then I can just wait for it to warm up just enough. So sometimes that is how I tame the riding beast until summer is officially here. But I have been known to come out here in the dead of winter and dust her off and start her engine up just to make sure she's not completely sleeping. Make sure she knows that she's still loved. So yeah, that is what I miss most about summer. And I'm going to show you a really sad sight. So here is the worst sight in the world to a motorcycle rider. Not one, but two of them. Sitting in the garage, collecting dust. It's a horrible thing. I would say, next to the cold temperatures, which I hate in the first place, I would say this is the second thing I dislike the most about winter. But it's definitely the first thing I miss most about summer. Now, VlogTober Day 9, I believe our prompt is, have you ever been skiing or snowboarding? Tell us all about it. Well, I've got this rule. If it involves connecting any kind of object to my feet of any variety in snow, I don't do it. And really, I will include sitting on any object that also involves snow. I don't do that either. Sledding, in other words. I have been sledding. I know people are thinking, oh my God, sledding's so fun. All right, I got a backstory. All right. The last time I was sledding was probably about 10 years ago. And I went sledding with my husband. And I was on the sled. It was a pretty good sized sled. My husband was in the back, I was in the front. And so he was steering. And unbeknownst to him, when we went down the hill, he was headed straight for a good-sized boulder. Let's call it a rock. It's not like it was gigantic, but it was big enough to hurt, all right? And he hit it, and all I remember is the sled flying up in the air and me coming down on the rock back first. Oh my God, I can't even describe that. Cannot even describe that. Now, as we found out later, much later, years later, I have degenerative disc disease, and one of my discs is herniated and ruptured. Got another one that's kind of thinking about it, but the doctors essentially told me that because it's genetic, it probably would have eventually happened to me at some point in time. I would have had these disc issues, But they looked me square in the face and said, it doesn't normally happen this soon. You probably did something to instigate it. I don't think that's the word they use, but I'm going to use that word. You probably did something to instigate its set on to be much sooner than it probably would have. And of course, what's the first thing that jumped into my brain? The dang sledding. So I will never sled again. There's no way I will ski on water or snow for that matter. No way. Snowboarding is out of the question. Both feet strapped to the board. No, you know what? It's probably a ton of fun, but I don't think I'm that coordinated. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like it takes a talent that I don't think I possess. I'm a bystander. I'm a watcher. I like watching people sled and ski and all that kind of stuff, but not for me. Definitely not for me. All right, so that's my answer, and that's my story, and that's my backstory, and that's my reason. So I'm going to let you guys go. I will talk to you later. Bye.